a third time because this did not work. And yeah, so far it hasn't kicked back that orientation mode yet. So yeah, we're gonna try. It seems to be stabilizing this time, so we're gonna see what happens. That kicked in pretty quickly that last time, right? That orientation mode. So I am hoping, I'm not touching it. Yeah, that thing on the gimbal that's in the front is what seems to have been doing the problem. You think it's the front thing, yeah. So I'm hoping that this works. So for anyone watching or tuning in, this is Sunny Isles Beach. I just got out my new DJI Osmo 3 gimbal. I have never used it before. I set it up once at the mall when I was like loading the software on it, but this is my first time using it, actually doing mobile streaming on the phone. So I was having a little bit of difficulty getting it to set up. I seem to have like set it to some lock mode where basically it kept wanting to go vertical. It kept wanting to go vertical, and I wanted to film this way, so I'm hoping that it doesn't do that again. Can I have a sip of water? As I continue to film this way. We will consider the other two live stream attempts to be bloopers. I think I'm gonna actually set them to say like blooper or outtakes, because that is the reality of doing YouTube and different things and trying to get things to work, and then they don't work. But I plan on doing a lot of live streaming when I go to Universal Studios. So I need to practice with this because I don't want to have as many problems as I'm having right now, you know, basically not knowing how to even work it. It doesn't seem to be shaking as much either now. I think that I didn't have it quite even before. Now it looks a little bit better. I am burping. Okay, so it is looking a little bit better, I think, right? It doesn't seem to be shaking as much. Okay. So we are going to just walk a little bit. It is Saturday here in Miami. This is Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. I live across the street from the beach, and then the taller white buildings there, that is the beach line there. So going to take a little bit of a walk. I'm not even used to holding this gimbal. Wow. For people that hold this gimbal all the time, did this car want to run me over? Well, at least I'll be able to document myself being squished by a car, right? If I get hit by a car, it could be like, I caught it on YouTube. Now you know who almost hit me with their car. But seriously, they drive like animals here in Miami. They're like, the drivers here, I think they said like 60-70% of drivers in Miami don't have a driver's license. And then the ones that honestly do probably are drunk, on something, careless, don't give an F, and will run your butt over. And then basically once you're run over and they come, they will do nothing about it. They'll like, unfortunately here in Sunny Isles, we had a car accident here where a woman hit a kid, and like there didn't seem to be any real consequences, unfortunately. Like, I think they suspended her driver's license or something like that, you know, like some DUI, or I don't know if she was under the influence, but she was like reckless driving, I guess. And, you know, unfortunately there were no consequences, which is nuts. So you have to like really watch when you're walking here, because or driving for that matter, because people don't watch where they're going. So this is Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. It's a Saturday. It's actually really warm out and sunny. So that building I've shown in a previous video is a condo, and the 3 tall white buildings are condos. That is the Ritz-Carlton condo. And then this building, and then that building that matches are rentals, but everything else here is a condo. So that's the Ritz-Carlton over there, the one that's shaped like with a curve. But it's nice. Like, these rentals are very nice, but the prices are wacko. I think they said it's going for $3,000 a month, which, I mean, compared to other places that may be the average today, but $3,000 a month for a 1-bedroom. And then when you read the reports, it says that like their electric isn't even working and it's brand new buildings. And then if you look here, well, they had to like chop up the ground because basically they messed up building it or something and the pipes broke. So that's Sunny Isles for you. But this building was actually always one of my favorites because it's like short, and I actually like the catwalk. Some people like are discouraged by that, especially in like today's world of, you know, safety and that type of stuff, that, you know, you don't have like interior hallways. I don't really know how much that helps you, but they have catwalks. And then for the first level units, you know, that could potentially be an issue. But it always reminded people of like Hawaii or something like that, because it was like, I don't know, I feel like in Hawaii they have a lot of buildings that are like, you know, not only short but with catwalks and stuff, and it's like one with your environment or whatever. But yeah, they had to chop up the road here because the piping or something didn't work, which is really kind of pathetic considering this is a brand new building. But okay. But yeah, I'm going to try to start doing more live streams and practicing with them, because the first 2 that I did were definitely going to be retitled as bloopers, because I think that see, it doesn't seem to be doing that now. I think I hit the button on the back of the gimbal that locked it in some weird mode. And then even when I restarted it, it was locked again, and it doesn't seem to be doing that right now. So I keep burping because I just ate lunch. What's funny is I think live streaming keeps crazy people away from you. Did you notice that crazy woman? She didn't come over to us today. Unless it doesn't stop people from coming over to you. Maybe a little bit of both. I guess if they're really, really crazy and they can't like comprehend their environment, then it won't stop them. But I guess if they're doing it like where they know their surroundings, then they'll stop doing that. But yeah. Ooh, this is an arm workout. You get used to this. You get some muscles holding on to this gimbal. So yeah, this is the Marina del Sol building here. And I don't know which one's more or not. I think the other one actually is, right? I think the other one actually is, because this one is, you would think this one would be because it's closer to the beach, but I guess because of its location to the street and the noise, that kind of deters people a little bit. But yeah, we are walking. I think they just planted these trees. You know that? Mangoes. Not mangoes, coconuts. Coconut trees. This is the first original rental building here in Sunny Isles, and They redid that front thing there. It used to have like this weird like swirl thing, and they didn't even knock it down. They just like covered it. So that is the Ritz-Carlton building. I'm gonna have to practice with this like all the time because this did not come easily today at all. And trying to figure out how to do this. I think for people who do it every day, they know what they're doing, but putting on my hat tighter so it doesn't blow away. Yeah, it definitely seems to not be shaking as much now because I adjusted that a little bit. It's because of where we are.
So narrate, talk about the place.
A walk in reality is good for us, so reality is taking a walk in it. And I'm convinced realistically that the live streaming keeps crazy people away from you. Especially crazy people that are like cognitive. Ooh, I smell special things. Now they're off. This is Sunny Isles Beach. What? We almost got run over by a bike. Where do you think we're gonna walk to? Huh? Where are you going? To a table? Just to the park? Yeah. Let me just have some water for a second. That way I can rehydrate here. Let me have some water. I think that's the person that almost ran us over with their bike. Now they're over there fishing. I think it's better to go back to the street and show them the street with the traffic. You know, otherwise you're kind of going into like a dead end residential area, you know? So again, guys, this is Sunny Isles Beach, Florida, here in Miami, Florida. Just doing a little bit of a walking tour for you to take a nice walk with the beach here in Sunny Isles. And we're going to try to go this way as soon as the traffic enables me to walk. Oh, I think I have a walking thing, so I'm gonna go. we gonna try to cross now? We're gonna try. Let me see if I can cross without getting run over here. Huh? Gonna go across. Go back across. It's too hot on this side also. The goal would be to go through like the Marshall Shopping Center and then back. Oh, don't you think it's too hot? Huh? Too much? Huh?
Let's cross here and access the beach.
Am I gonna get a walk or no? I don't know if we're getting a light. See, now it's changing there. See, it says it's counting down there, so I don't know if it's going to stop. I think so. I think it's just a really long light. Huh? Well, I want to wait till I get like an actual... Okay, do I have a walk symbol? Yeah, the stabilization is a lot better now. Before it was like really bad. Phone's a little hot. You know, whenever he's live streaming, he goes in places to cool down. That's one of the problems with not having any air here, you know? Where do you want to go?
Beach.
You want to go to the beach?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try going to the beach. I had tried to set it, you know, where there was a nice thumbnail and everything, but it ended up getting messed up because that was with the bloopers, you know. I think, unfortunately, the other problem is that it's here, you know. And, I mean, that would be something interesting to look up, that the tourism here has fallen apart. You know, no one comes here anymore, essentially, even though it's Miami. This is not like a dead end, right? Huh? It like cuts through right here on the right. It looks like a dead end. Is it a dead end? No. This is like a jungle. They didn't pave this. Oh, doggy poop. Do not step in the doggy poop. Lots of doggy poop. What a beautiful and clean beach. It's not like there's poop or empty beer bottles all over the place. Good to know they're taking care of our beaches. Lifeguards can be helpful when they're not napping. It's not like I've ever seen that either. Do you want to walk towards the pier or you want to just head back that way? Maybe it would help a little. Go that way. What is the game plan? We're going to walk all the way and all the way back? Or we just headed back?
Do you want to show the restaurant on the pier and go back, or you want to back in?
Well, we would probably be going back on the street because it's going to be too much to walk back on the beach.
Your other choice is that we just walk back on the beach from here.
Well, you want to do that?
Tell me.
It's quicker on the sidewalk, though.
So where do you want to go from?
Probably try to continue this way and then out on the street. Because the other way is a lot more desolate. I guess we're going to try to walk towards the pier, huh? Is this like the sea turtle thing that are protected? I think so. Right? Sea turtle sanctuary. That's what that means. The truck is behind us and I don't want to get run over. Not that trucks here would run you over in Dade County. What? All right. They're going to give you water. So I figure we'll go back on the sidewalk once we get. Is that okay? No. You needed to? Huh? Because it's a really gross hotel. It gets really gross in there. And I hate going in there. You know, because the staff is like nuts in there. It won't be that much of a walk back, will it? On the sidewalk. What's going on? Huh? The problem is that this area is not really searchable. You know what I mean?
Get any tourists?
There's no tourists and it's not good. I know, right? The only one of the benefit that I could really say is true about live streaming is that people who are generally pretty creepy will be less creepy than they usually are. Like if he's gonna speed down the beach and go too fast and he sees me live streaming, he's not gonna do that. It's as simple as that. So it will help you to not get run over. And it's probably a good arm workout because it's like a dumbbell. What? It's just too hot to be on the beach right now. It's crazy how it's we're in November and it's this bad. Huh? Oh, my shoes are filled with sand. Huh? My shoes are completely filled with sand. So are you okay with heading back now? Huh? People going nuts, screaming about their car. Maybe it'll do better on the replay, you never know. The problem is that it's not, something people search for, you know? Yeah. On the other side where on the other side?
The other side.
Where we were?
Yeah.
All right. It is just baking hot, huh? You don't think so? Are we getting a walkie thingy or no? We're not getting a walking thingy? Isn't that weird? Just wondering why we never got it, considering they stopped. Now we got it. Okay, they wanted to make sure that everyone actually stopped. Now you didn't get run over. They will still run you over.
There we go.
Huh? They'll extra run you over. They'll have the attitude of, you are now crossing and waiting to cross, and I'm really going to run you over. And this is that very bad intersection where they don't stop, unfortunately. Ow, it hurt my elbow pretty bad. I just slammed into it. I slammed into it with my elbow. You know? My elbow's probably gonna be all black and blue now. Huh? Ow. light coming or no? Huh? So what are we gonna have to do? Go back the other way? I'm trying to, this is that, intersection that unfortunately that kid got squished, you know? Right? All the way down there, right? Very bad intersection. Hey, how are you doing? How is everything? This is Sunny Isles Beach. It is super ridiculously loud here. Because this is how people are here. The drivers are really, really bad too. As crazy as it is, when you're walking here, you have to be aware that the drivers don't come up on the sidewalk. They will do that, not just in the sense of, like it was an accident, but they'll do it to like park. It is cold where you are. What state or country are you in? This is Miami. This is the bay. I've seen like barracuda in here. Yeah, they're really bad, but it's not just an issue here like maybe they, were at an accident or, drinking and driving or anything like that. It's that you have people here who will literally drive up on the sidewalk if, for example, maybe like there's traffic and they want to get around something, or they want to park and wait for someone. Like they'll do it in a very intentional way where they are, they're sane. They're like good mindset, which is very awful, obviously. Yeah. It is cold there. I think you get snow there. So this is some of the buildings here on the bay. So this is across the street from the beach. And then the beach line is there. So this is Sunny Isles Beach, and I'm looking down towards South Beach. South Beach is southbound, and then northbound is back this way. Then you have some of the fancier buildings down that way. One even has like a car that goes straight up the building, and your car is like literally in your unit. Goes through like a center tower thing. So if you go that way, eventually you'll make it to like Fort Lauderdale. And if you stay technically going this way, southbound, you'll end up down where the cruise ships are and South Beach, which unfortunately no one goes there anymore because the crime there has gotten really crazy. Very hot there. Yeah. I know there's areas in California that also get very, very hot there as well. Like it's November, obviously, and it is pretty warm. I was on the beach a few minutes ago, and I was thinking as to whether I was going to keep walking that way on the beach, and I realized I had to actually go back onto the sidewalk because it's too much of a workout for how hot and humid it is. I guess one of the benefits of doing this a lot with live streaming is that I'll actually start to work out better and actually get out more and learn how to exercise. So let me just scoot up a little bit. So these are boats that are part of the marina dock of these buildings. So basically these buildings can rent spaces here, and then you could keep your boat there. And then this is the bay, and then they have to maneuver their way out they go basically behind that bush, I think. And then eventually they'll make it out to one of the areas that will allow them to connect to the ocean. But they have to travel quite a way to get to it. And then if you Google it on YouTube, I think it's the Haulover, is it? Yeah, the Haulover Inlet. It's one of the main inlets to get your boat from here to over to the beach, but it's actually one of the most dangerous. Like, all the boats almost capsize when they try to go over in a haulover. So, but this is Sunny Isles Beach, Collins Avenue. And Collins Avenue is kind of like the main road here. And a lot of people have started to use it for work commuting, which has made it very, very crowded. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep going this way. It didn't used to be this bad here. But what's crazy about this driveway here, people speed here a lot. This person here has some weird grandfathered in driveway. So they have a boat that they've parked there, and that door where it says Boca Ciega and this address here, it's some weird grandfathered in thing where it's essentially their house. So they can live on the boat and they have a driveway to park their car right off the road. It's some weird grandfathered in thing that happened, like, you know, probably happened 60 years ago. And I don't think, unless the city does something like, you know, to take it, that they could take it. Sure, eventually. I think I should do one as a vlog where maybe people send in questions. Like, you know what I could do? I could put it on the community board. I think that would be a good way for everyone to be able to. Oh, we have a stop sign. Oh my God, I don't want to get run over. He's being nice. Thank you. Normally they run you over here, but I just realized I'm actually jaywalking. Am I jaywalking? Technically jaywalking? Oops. Never mind. That was my bad. I'm getting distracted while live streaming. Run over while live streaming because I didn't pay attention. I guess one of the good parts about live streaming in a theme park, it'll be like, at least it's no cars. And the worst that could happen is I would fall over. This is one of the parks here. So this park, and then there's another one as you get down that way. It used to be like this little shopping center and it didn't attract the best crowd. And then the city took it, which is really nice, I guess, because it was not nice at all. And so they claimed it and they knocked it down. And now it's a little park. When I go silent, I'm drinking water. It's really funny to watch little boats that overestimate themselves and then they try to figure out whether they can fit under that thing, and they all have to like do like the limbo and like see whether they can fit. But yeah. Walking in the park. What is it? Townhomes. Townhomes on the water. They're really nice. And then what's weird is some of these homes here on the water, some of them have like an island, if that makes sense. They have like their own dirt island. I'm gonna go on the grass. Hopefully I don't step on poop. I almost fell in a hole. Or I did fall in a hole. So let me show you what I mean. That right there in the middle, dirt land, yeah. So if you could see that, can I zoom on here? Oh, I can zoom. So that dirt circle thing, it has a gazebo on it. And then it has a bridge, if you could see that, is attached to one of the homes here. And some just has to do with the way the land is, and I guess the land is endangered to like break it down. but I don't think they could do any improvements on it either, which is kind of like an ironic thing. But if you have one of the circles, basically you have your own little island attached to your home, which you can access, but I don't know how much you can maintain it. But it's still kind of cool. People walk their dogs here a lot, and there's iguanas. I hit my elbow before really badly. I was trying to be sanitary and hit the crosswalk thing with my elbow, and I ended up jamming my elbow into the thing. So now it's a little black and blue, but it's okay. Part of live streaming. And then you cross the bridge there to get to the houses with his tail. No, it was not. It was with the fishing pole. No, no. But before they were on a bike, and I felt like I almost got run over by a bike. But I haven't almost gotten run over by a car. And then if you scroll back with the footage, you'll see that I was on the beach, and they have these city vehicles, like the lifeguard one of them has a truck that goes up and down the beach, and crazy person waving. You'll think they're just friendly person on bike. No, it's crazy people. Yeah, they were going like extra slow on the beach because they don't want to be recorded doing something they shouldn't be doing on the beach, basically. So this crosswalk here with this little mini intersection is a real issue. So I'm going to try not to get run over here. It's a problem here with the way the cars here turn into here. No one yields, so I'm going to try really hard not to document myself getting squished. If I get squished, someone should find this video and see who did it. So here's that second park. Yeah, I had tried to actually set this as a live stream with a thumbnail, and it went horribly wrong. This is my first time using this gimbal. This is the DJI Osmo 3 gimbal. Never used it before other than loading the software. Turned it on, and apparently I locked it in a vertical mode, and every time I tried to make it horizontal, it kept flipping around, and I didn't know what to do. So I had to cancel that live stream. It's like on the channel. I'll probably end up titling it bloopers. And then I tried again, and pretty much the same thing happened. They're not very long, but I don't want to delete it because it's just part of, progressing on the channel and learning, how to improve. I don't want to like erase the bloopers, It's not everything needs to be perfect. So that building, the taller one at the end, is a rental. That's their garage. This is a rental. It's all the same company. This is the park. These are some of the buildings here. Let me try to pan. I've practiced panning. Woo! I'm panning with the gimbal. Cool. Okay, so these are some of the buildings on the Collins here. These three are kind of triplets of each other. Tower 1, 2, and 3. On the end there is the Ritz-Carlton building. It's a very pretty building. And then at the end there is a shorter building that is I like the cuter, older, shorter buildings. And then you have these beach access that you see people coming from, which they're required to have. They can't make it like where people can't access the beach. It's public. And then back down that way is back towards northbound on Collins. I sound like I'm good with directions, but I'm not. And yeah, so this is southbound, and technically if you kept going that way, you're gonna get to Bow Harbor, Surfside, where unfortunately that building thing happened, which is very close to where I am. I can actually see, unfortunately, yeah, speaking of that, so that horrible incident that happened with Surfside, where they had the building collapse here in Miami, is down that way on the beach side, probably 2 miles at most, and my unit faces this way. So I can see with binoculars, unfortunately, I could see the land site. And when that happened, like the traffic here, everywhere here was shut down because they were trying to, you know, get emergency vehicles and aid and everything down that way. And that area is called Surfside, which is right down there. So unfortunately that was very, very close. And here we have what's called like 40 or something year building inspections, where essentially the city will come and tell you everything that's wrong with the building. And when that happened, now my building is having like a, you know, tsunami of repairs happening. So like they're redoing like all the balconies, they're like chopping it up. Supposedly they checked the beams, like the structural beams of the building. But you know what it is here? We have the bay and we have the ocean. So we have a lot of like natural elements here that probably erodes the building structure. Plus, who knows, you know, how, in quote, safe the building was built, or if they properly inspected it, you know, how that is in Miami. And so that combined with the elements is kind of freaky. And I would prefer eventually, hopefully in the not too far future, to not be in my building anymore. So let me just set this. Sure, go ahead. I don't know if I could answer everything right now because I am trying not to fall, but I will do a Q&A and post it on the community board. Let me try to figure out how to open the sticks here of the gimbal. Let me get water for a second. Water. Can purges like the movie? I sure hope not. So let me sit down here, organizing myself a tiny drop. Yeah, this is going to take a few tries here. So let me flip it around before signing off here. Hello. Oh, what did I do? I just hit the gimbal thing. Crap. Okay, so it's really warm out. I feel like I need to go take a shower because it's so warm here. And I just worked out like crazy. So, but this is me. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna try to do more live streams. They're fun. I work out. It's a good way to engage with everyone and have real dialogue going back and forth. So like with the vlogs, I could comment, you know, shorts I could comment, but the live streams enable me to actually like engage with you guys, even if I can't, yeah, like, even if I can't like, you know, see the screen all the time. It was weird when I was on the beach. The screen became so dark. I don't know if it was adjusting to the light because it's so bright out, but now I could kind of see the screen. But when I was on the beach, I could not see the screen. Like it was completely dark. Like I knew it was still on and streaming, but it was quite weird because the screen became very, very dim. And I don't know if there's a way to adjust that. I'm gonna like watch a couple YouTube videos, honestly, on this gimbal. It was blurry on your screen, yeah. I don't know if it's, is it clear now? Hopefully clear now. I don't know if it's a signal issue with my internet service, the area. I'm not quite sure. So I'm hoping that I'm gonna watch. Okay, now it's okay. Yeah, I like people who live stream in certain places like all the time. Like if you have someone that always live streams at Universal or always live streams at Magic Kingdom, I think they will learn like where not to go. Like don't go that way, only go that way because over there's not good signal. So I'm still trying to figure that out, like what works or not. I could barely turn this thing on. Okay, so it's working now, I think. And then I guess it has to buffer on YouTube. I guess that's how it works. So I'm gonna start trying to do these more. I'm probably gonna do another one like this where I walk, and I'm gonna try this time to set it ahead of time because it got messed up. I'm gonna try to do that like 3-4 times in the next week because in about a week, when is it? about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I'm going to Universal Studios in Orlando. And at Universal Studios, I'm going to be doing vlogs, shorts. Thank you. I'm glad that you're going to be there. I'm gonna definitely set them ahead of time. That way everyone knows when I'm coming on. That's why I'm practicing right now. That's why I'm practicing. Even if I'm just walking up and down the street, I need to figure out how to use this gimbal, because it doesn't even have that many buttons. It literally has 3 buttons, but I still don't know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna do live streaming there, and I would like to be a little bit more skilled as to what I'm doing there than I am right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for watching. Wow, what am I doing? I'm turning it. Cool. And I'm gonna sign off now, but thank you again for watching, and I really, really appreciate it. And thank you, and bye. You too.